Are you ready to unlock the secret to achieving extraordinary success and living life on your own terms? Do you find yourself setting goals only to fall short of achieving them? In the 10X rule, Grant Cardone reveals the key to breaking through limitations and reaching massive success in every area of your life. This summary is about setting goals so big and taking such massive action that you redefine what's possible for yourself. It's time to 10X your mindset, your actions, and your results and start living the life you've always dreamed of. The 10X Rule Summary. Grant Cardone's The 10X Rule is a game-changing book that challenges conventional thinking about setting and achieving goals. According to Cardone, one of the biggest mistakes people make when setting goals is aiming too low and underestimating the effort required to achieve them. The 10X Rule is about setting goals that are 10 times bigger than what you think you can achieve, and then taking 10 times the amount of action necessary to reach those goals. This book is a powerful guide for anyone who wants to break through limitations, create massive success, and live life on their own terms. Cardone provides practical strategies to help you adopt the 10X mindset, take extraordinary action, and achieve exceptional results. Let's explore the core principles from the 10X Rule, focusing on how to apply these strategies to every aspect of your life. Chapter 1. The 10X Mindset. At the heart of the 10X Rule is a transformative concept, the 10X Mindset. Cardone asserts that most people fail to achieve their goals because they think too small. They underestimate both their potential and the level of effort it takes to succeed. The 10X Mindset is about breaking free from limited thinking and pushing yourself to dream bigger. One of the main lessons in the 10X Rule is that the key to extraordinary success starts with setting goals that are 10 times bigger than what you think is possible. This may seem overwhelming at first, but Cardone argues that the bigger the goal, the more motivated and determined you will be to achieve it. Small goals often lead to complacency. When things get tough, it's easier to give up on small dreams. But when you're aiming for something 10 times larger, you'll be driven to overcome obstacles and stay the course. To adopt the 10X mindset, it's not just about setting bigger goals. You also have to expect that these bigger goals will require 10 times the effort, resources, and energy than you initially planned. Cardone stresses that achieving massive success is not easy, and it requires persistence, relentless effort, and an unwavering belief that you can reach your goal. This shift in thinking begins by adopting a 10X attitude, one where you not only believe in your ability to achieve extraordinary results, but are also willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Your mindset is the foundation of your success, and with the 10X mindset, you'll not only think bigger, but you'll start acting bigger too. Chapter 2. Setting 10X Goals. Once you've embraced the 10X mindset, the next step is setting 10X goals. According to Cardone, most people make the mistake of setting goals that are too realistic or attainable. These safe goals don't push you out of your comfort zone, and they don't require the level of effort needed to create a life of true success. Cardone's philosophy is to set goals so big that they both excite and scare you at the same time. These goals should be so ambitious that they force you to grow, learn new skills, and become a stronger version of yourself. This process of growth is just as important as achieving the goal itself, because it challenges you to stretch your limits and unlock your full potential. To set effective 10X goals, you need to shift away from thinking about what's realistic and focus on what excites you. Cardone argues that the journey toward achieving massive goals will require you to become someone who can handle the challenges and setbacks that come with big ambitions. But once you've set these goals, you'll also need to break them down into smaller, manageable steps. While the overall vision should be massive, the daily actions you take to achieve those goals must be realistic and strategic. By focusing on daily progress, you'll build momentum and develop the habits necessary to stay on track. Writing down your goals is another critical part of this process. Cardone encourages you to review your goals regularly, reminding yourself of the bigger picture and staying committed to your vision. Setting 10X goals is about reimagining what's possible and pushing yourself to strive for more, even when it feels uncomfortable. Chapter 3. Taking 10X Action. Setting 10X goals is only the beginning. The real key to success is taking 10X action. In the 10X rule, Cardone argues that most people fail to achieve their goals because they simply don't take enough action. They might have great ideas, but they fail to follow through with the relentless effort needed to bring those ideas to life. The 10X rule is about taking action on a scale that most people would consider excessive. To Cardone, success is not achieved by doing just enough. It's achieved by doing more than enough. The concept of massive action is at the heart of the 10X rule. It's about being relentless, taking consistent action, and staying committed even when the going gets tough. Many people give up too soon because they underestimate the amount of effort it takes to achieve success. Cardone stresses that when you're pursuing 10X goals, you need to expect that it will take 10 times more effort, resources, and persistence than you initially thought. This means being prepared for setbacks and challenges, and it means never giving up, no matter what. One of the most powerful aspects of taking 10X action is the idea that success breeds confidence. The more action you take, the more progress you'll see, and the more confident you'll become in your ability to achieve even greater success. This creates a positive feedback loop where action leads to results, results lead to confidence, and confidence leads to even more action. Consistency is also a crucial part of taking 10X action. Cardone emphasizes that it's not about taking massive action once and then waiting for results. Instead, it's about consistently taking massive action every day, no matter how small the steps may seem. This daily commitment is what separates the truly successful from those who only talk about success. Chapter 4, The 4 Degrees of Action. In the 10X rule, Cardone introduces the concept of the 4 degrees of action, a framework for understanding how people respond to challenges and opportunities. These 4 degrees of action describe the different levels of effort people are willing to put in, and they are as follows. Do nothing. This is the most common degree of action. People who take no action are stuck in a cycle of procrastination, making excuses, and failing to move forward. As a result, they achieve nothing. Retreat. People in this category actively avoid challenges. They back down from obstacles and give up easily when things get tough. Instead of facing difficulties head-on, they retreat into comfort and safety. Take normal levels of action. Most people operate at this level. They take some action, but it's not enough to create extraordinary results. They do what's expected, but they don't push themselves to go beyond their limits. Take massive action. This is the highest degree of action. People who operate at this level go above and beyond what is expected. They are relentless, persistent, and committed to achieving their goals, no matter what. They consistently take action and push themselves to achieve more than they ever thought possible. Cardone argues that most people operate at the first 3 levels of action, which is why they fail to achieve their goals. To achieve extraordinary success, you need to operate at the level of massive action. This means committing to taking massive action every day, eliminating excuses, and staying consistent in your efforts. Taking massive action is about going all in on your goals. It's about doing whatever it takes to succeed, even when the odds are stacked against you. By operating at the level of massive action, you can achieve extraordinary success and create the life you've always wanted. Chapter 5, Overcoming Fear. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that hold people back from achieving their goals. In this chapter, Cardone explores the role of fear and how it can paralyze us into inaction. While fear is a natural emotion, Cardone argues that it shouldn't be allowed to dictate your decisions or prevent you from taking massive action. Fear often manifests as hesitation, doubt, and procrastination. It causes us to second-guess our abilities and avoid taking risks. However, the key to overcoming fear is not to eliminate it, but to act in spite of it. Cardone believes that fear should be used as a motivator to push you forward, not as an excuse to hold you back. One of the most powerful strategies for overcoming fear is to acknowledge it and take action anyway. The more action you take, the less control fear will have over you. As you build momentum and see results, your confidence will grow and fear will begin to fade. Cardone emphasizes that confidence is built through action, not through waiting for the perfect moment. The more you face your fears and take action, the more you'll realize that fear is an illusion designed to keep you from reaching your full potential. By overcoming fear and taking massive action in the face of uncertainty, you can break through limitations and achieve the extraordinary success you deserve. The key is to acknowledge your fears, take action anyway, and let fear fuel your drive toward your goals. Chapter 6. The Importance of Success. In the 10X rule, Cardone makes the case that success is not a luxury or an option, it's a necessity. In this chapter, Cardone explains that success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility. Success is not something you should aspire to. It's something you owe to yourself, your family, and society. It's the fulfillment of your potential and the realization of what you are capable of achieving. Cardone emphasizes that achieving success is about much more than financial wealth or material gain. Success encompasses all areas of life: health, relationships, personal development, and contribution to others. He believes that the pursuit of success is a moral responsibility because the more successful you are, the more you can help others, inspire change, and make a positive impact on the world. To achieve this kind of success, you need to commit to it wholeheartedly. This means prioritizing success in every area of your life and taking full responsibility for your actions. Success doesn't happen by accident. It requires deliberate effort, persistence, and a commitment to excellence. Cardone stresses the importance of persistence and resilience. Success is not achieved overnight, and there will be obstacles along the way. However, the truly successful are those who stay committed to their goals and refuse to give up, no matter how challenging the journey may be. This level of commitment is what separates the successful from those who only dream of success. By viewing success as a duty and taking full responsibility for achieving it, you can push yourself to accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Success is not something to hope for. It's something to take ownership of and pursue relentlessly. Before we dive into the next chapter, we have noticed that 72% of you who listen to our video are not yet subscribed to the channel. Please help support our channel by hitting the subscribe button and like the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. Chapter 7. Embracing Challenges. Challenges are inevitable in life, but Cardone argues that they are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for growth and progress. In this chapter, Cardone encourages readers to embrace challenges rather than shy away from them. He explains that challenges are what force us to grow, learn, and become stronger. Without challenges, we would never be pushed to reach our full potential. Many people avoid challenges because they are afraid of failure or discomfort. But Cardone emphasizes that growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. The bigger the challenge, the greater the opportunity for personal development and achievement. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, you should see them as stepping stones toward success. Cardone encourages you to change your perspective on challenges. Rather than fearing them, embrace them as opportunities to learn and improve. When you face challenges head-on, you build resilience and develop the mental toughness needed to succeed in any area of life. Taking action in the face of challenges is crucial. Cardone stresses that you should never let obstacles stop you from moving forward. Even when things seem difficult, keep taking action and pushing yourself to find solutions. Every challenge you overcome is a victory that brings you closer to achieving your goals. By embracing challenges and using them as opportunities for growth, you can become more resilient, confident, and capable of handling anything that comes your way. The key is to see challenges as opportunities, not obstacles, and to take action in spite of them. Chapter 8. Mastering Time Management. Time is one of your most valuable resources, and in this chapter, Cardone discusses the importance of mastering time management. He argues that most people waste time on activities that don't contribute to their success. As a result, they fail to make meaningful progress toward their goals. Cardone explains that time management is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. It's about identifying the activities that will move you closer to your goals and focusing your time and energy on those tasks. This requires discipline, focus, and the ability to eliminate distractions. To master time management, you need to prioritize your goals and make sure that your daily actions align with those priorities. Cardone encourages readers to create a schedule and stick to it, ensuring that they are spending their time on high-impact activities that drive results. Taking control of your time also means eliminating distractions and avoiding time-wasting activities. Cardone emphasizes that you should be intentional with how you spend your time, making sure that every minute is used to move you closer to your goals. By mastering time management and focusing on what matters most, you can achieve extraordinary success in less time. The key is to be disciplined, prioritize your goals, and take control of your time. Chapter 9. The Power of Persistence. Persistence is one of the most important qualities for achieving success. In this chapter, Cardone discusses the power of persistence and why it is critical to achieving your goals. He argues that most people give up too soon, and as a result, they never reach their full potential. Success is not achieved overnight. It requires consistent effort, determination, and resilience. The key to success is not how quickly you achieve your goals, but how persistently you pursue them. Cardone stresses that you must be willing to keep going, even when things get tough, and never give up on your dreams. One of the most important aspects of persistence is the ability to stay focused on your goals, no matter what distractions or setbacks come your way. Cardone explains that you must develop the discipline to keep taking action every day, even when you don't feel motivated or when progress seems slow. Persistence is about resilience. The more challenges you face, the stronger you become. Each setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, and the more you persist, the closer you get to achieving your goals. By developing persistence and staying committed to your goals, you can achieve extraordinary success. The key is to never give up, stay focused, and keep taking action, no matter what obstacles you encounter. Chapter 10. The 10X Lifestyle. In the final chapter, Cardone discusses the 10X lifestyle and what it means to live a life of extraordinary success. He argues that the 10X lifestyle is about more than just achieving goals. It's about living a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. The 10X lifestyle is about pushing yourself to achieve more, taking massive action, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. It's about setting big goals, taking relentless action, and living life on your own terms. Cardone emphasizes that living the 10X lifestyle means striving for excellence in every area of your life, your career, relationships, health, and personal growth. A key part of the 10X lifestyle is giving back. Cardone believes that true success is not just about achieving your own goals, but also about helping others achieve theirs. The more successful you are, the more you can contribute to your community, inspire others, and make a positive impact on the world. To live the 10X lifestyle, you must commit to continuous growth, take massive action every day, and refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. It's about living with purpose, pushing yourself to achieve more, and making a lasting impact on the world. Conclusion. Grant Cardone's The 10X Rule is a powerful guide to achieving extraordinary success and living life on your own terms. By adopting the 10X mindset, setting 10X goals, and taking 10X action, you can break through limitations and achieve massive success in all areas of your life. The key message of the 10X rule is that you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. Success is your duty, and by following the principles outlined in this book, you can unlock your full potential and achieve the extraordinary. So, are you ready to take the first step toward living the 10X lifestyle? The journey begins with a single decision. Make that decision today and start creating the life you've always wanted. Are you interested in reading the entire book? We got you a link in the description down below.